Previously on Emma. Mr. Weston is such a good-humoured, pleasant, excellent man that he thoughtfully deserves a good wife. It was so good of me to think about Miss Taylor, and you have forgotten one matter of joy to me, and a very considerable one, that I made the match myself. I made the match, 4 years ago, and to have it take place and be proven in the right, when so many people said that Mr. Weston would never marry again, may comfort me for anything.
Oh, my dear, I wish you would not make matches and foretell things, for whatever you say always comes to pass. Pray, do not make any more matches.
I agree. I believe a man is perfectly capable of choosing their own pair.
I promise you to make none for myself, Papa, but I most indeed for other people. It is the greatest amusement in the world, and after such success, She is a very pretty girl, and her beauty happens to be of a sort that I particularly admire. She's short, plump, and fair, with a fine bloom, blue eyes, light hair, regular features, and a look of great sweetness. Emma Woodhouse, a pleasure.
Harriet Smith, the pleasure is mine.
Mr. Elton, good gentleman. He will indeed help Harriet become someone good in good society.
Who can think of Miss Smith when Miss Woodhouse is near? Everything that I have said or done for so many weeks past has been with the sole view of marking my adoration of yourself.
I wish you may not get into a scrape, Harriet, whenever he does marry, as to being acquainted with his wife. For though his sisters, from a superior education, are not to be altogether objected to, it does not follow that he might marry anybody at all, fit for you to notice. The misfortune of your birth ought to make you particularly careful as to your associates. Mr. Elton is a very pretty young man, to be sure, and a very good young man, and I have a great regard for him. But if you want to show him any attention, my dear, ask him to come and dine with us some day.
Haven't you heard the news, Miss Woodhouse? Mr. Elton is no longer available for courtship. He will be marrying Miss Agustina Hawkins.
There must be no worry. I was never worthy of such a fine man like Mr. Elton. Besides, Mr. Martin's still in the picture. I thought him very plain at first, but I do not think him so plain now.
Jane Fairfax is finally returning to Highbury, such a fine lady in every way.
Well, marvelous. I wish Jane Fairfax very well, but she tires me to death. Every letter from her is read 40 times over. Her compliments to all friends get round and round again.
Besides, Frank Churchill will be coming to town too.
Frank has definitely not been described appropriately. He is so very handsome. He's one of the boasts of Highbury, and a lively curiosity to see him prevailed. He's finally coming to visit his father. Now, it so happened that in spite of my resolution of never marrying, there is something in the name, in the idea of Mr. Frank Churchill, which always interested me. I had frequently think, especially since his father's marriage with Miss Taylor, that if I were to marry, he was the very person to suit my age, character, and condition. He seemed to be a connection between our families, quite to belong to me. I cannot be supposed it. How come we be the same age and same standards, and still she manages to be better than me at everything? Who's the mystery gentleman who gave Jane the piano? Find out this April 23rd, 2020.